victory, Lambeau Field in Green Bay.
Coming up, we've got what can only be described as a mirror image matchup between the Green Bay Packers and themselves. The veteran kicker Mason Crosby set to do the honors here. And off we go from Lambeau.
Pulls it in at the 13. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. Right to the air is Rodgers. He has it complete to Christian Watson.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. He finds Watson. It's caught. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Now Jones. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. 2nd and goal from the 6 this time. To throw, it's Rodgers.
And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's 3rd down. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal.
Here's Rodgers to throw. And oh, it'll be intercepted.
Picked off by Eric Stokes.
And into the end zone. It's a pick-6 and a Packer touchdown.
So just a tremendous play there defensively on this opening drive. Not just to make the interception, but to take it all the way home.
And it felt like this was a defense that was on its heels a bit to start this thing off.
Yeah, they pretty much let the other guys march right down the field until that moment.
Yeah, key play there. Turned it all around. Big moment.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6. And now the kick is away.
Pulls it in at the 13.
And he's able to get it across the 20 to the 25-yard line. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick-6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
And sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick-6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Rodgers. And his throw is incomplete.
And he's only hit on 2 of his first 6 passes. Time for a quick quarterback regroup here with a big 3rd down coming up.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Now Rodgers.
He finds Watson complete.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
50, and you block over here.
Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with it. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Rodgers, and his throw's going to be incomplete.
No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
Hey, 26.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down.
This one swung out here to Jones.
Oh, what a juke into space. Well, he's got to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 36. Now it's Rodgers.
He's going to launch this deep for Watson.
And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown.
Christian Watson.
36 yards.
And the Packers are an extra point away now from tying this ball game.
So now Rodgers will lead the Packers up to go for 2. Rodgers will throw for it. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander.
It's interesting that when it comes to two-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. Oh, I think the Packers got it. Yep, Green Bay football. The first quarter onside kick recovered. We like these, though. They keep us on our toes up here in the booth.
No doubt about that. You know that file that we tend to keep that says traditional, conventional? Those get torn up in a big way on that one, didn't they?
Absolutely. But, hey, it works.
He's going to launch this deep for Watson.
This is caught inside the 15.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line.
On 1st down, Rodgers. Drops it to Jones in the flat. Touchdown! 2 touchdown passes now here in this first quarter for Aaron Rodgers.
And the Packers have taken the lead. CD, you know he's got great options at wide receiver, tight end, but there he looks to the backfield, and it results in a touchdown.
I love how you laid that out. So many options. You maybe forget about some of the ones that you should be covering. And they made them pay with that one, didn't they? You forget about the guys in the backfield, they're eligible too.
They'll look to throw. And this will be caught as they convert here for 2. And I guess that makes up for the earlier missed 2-point try here to get him to 14.
Yeah, that aggressiveness, it reminds me a lot of when basketball first adopted the three-point shot. And people were starting to realize that 3 for 2 was really starting to work for them. In this case now, maybe the 2 for 1 is coming into play in the NFL.
And this one's going to be covered up by the Packers hands team. So an onside kick fail in the first quarter. Not sure I completely see the logic there.
It's not apparent, is it? You almost have to go deeper, I think, and maybe if we try and work along with them and speculate a little bit here, they must feel like they need to steal possessions in this game, and maybe they don't match up possession for possession with the opposite team. They've got to steal it and try and gain an advantage, and they tried, they just didn't get it done.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41. On play action, Rodgers. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. If they want it first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on 3rd down. Now Rodgers. Dancing to his left.
He's going to launch this deep for Watson.
And that will fall incomplete. Oh, they took a shot there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. Rodgers going to go on 4th down.
He'll complete this one to Watson.
And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. And again, it's Rodgers. And this one too low. That's already the 3rd time they've looked his way on this opening drive. He's caught 1 of the 3.
That doesn't mean they won't continue to go in that direction. It feels like they think they got something good going there, and they think those numbers are going to increase.
Second down and goal. Rodgers into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And now look at him go. He's at the 40, the 20, and into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown.
Well, in a tight game like this, that could be an incredibly important pick 6, CD. And remember, it cancels out the one that the opposition had earlier in this ball game.
You're right about that, partner, because each side came up with plays to swing the momentum their way. Still plenty of time left for either team to come through with a win, though. Can someone else make a similar play and win it for their club?
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return.
And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Now Rodgers to try again after the pick 6. Now he's going to let it go deep left side. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
Well, we just saw something you don't ordinarily see, and that's him trying to deep ball after throwing a pick 6 on his previous pass. Normally, they give him something safe to get his confidence back. Instead, they let him fire it downfield, albeit unsuccessfully.
And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. First time that they called his number tonight, and it gets him a first down. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. They'll go again to Jones.
Yeah, he'll be stopped at about the 38 after a pickup of 4.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining.
Rodgers to throw for it on 4. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Packers are going to get the football back in excellent field position. Throwing on first down is Rodgers. And it's a Packers touchdown. Aaron Rodgers, 3 first-half touchdown passes.
And the Packers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Extra point up and good by Crosby. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. After the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And he will not bring it out. He'll just go down to a knee here for a touchback. And the ball will come out to the 25. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. As this offense gets ready here for this drive, Charles, you still wonder about that prior drive. Went for it on 4th down in their own territory, didn't get it, and then that led to a touchdown on the other side.
And I don't mind the aggressiveness. In fact, I'm usually a huge fan of it, but I just want teams to always weigh risk and reward. To me, too early in this game because reward just wasn't big enough to go for it there in case they failed. Now the pressure back on their offense to pick themselves up and negate the touchdown that was just given up.
The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Eric Stokes. And the Packers are going to take possession of the football. Well, we've seen a lot of mistakes here in this first half, and another there on the interception.
Yeah, they're certainly starting to pile up, aren't they? Because, let's face it, we expect a miscue here and there, but they're already down 3 scores and still giving the ball away. If they want to get back into this one, they've got to take care of the ball because right now the way they're playing doesn't say a whole lot for their chances.
Rodgers now to throw. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. Rashawn Gary coming in for that outside linebacker spot, and he buries him for a loss of 7. After the sack on 1st down, Rodgers. And it'll be intercepted.
Picked off by Eric Stokes. And the Packers are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7.
Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
And they'll begin inside their own 10, so field position certainly not in their favor here.
That is caught. It's the tight end, Tunyon. And he gets it to the 30 when it's all said and done. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Packers set to get the football first, and they are trailing on the scoreboard as we resume action, ready for the 3rd quarter.
And no run back here as the 3rd quarter will commence with a touchback.
Rodgers will bring the Pack up with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Rodgers now on 1st down.
He's going to launch this deep for Watson.
They've got his man complete. Touchdown, Packers. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
Taken at the 15, a short kick. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line.
And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You could say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield.
A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead.
Lambeau Field, one of the best home field advantages in the NFL, no doubt. And they're a happy bunch here as the Packers lead third quarter. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And inside give to Jones.
And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And after the good game last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Again, it's Jones. Ooh, the juke. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. Into the red zone, it's Rodgers.
A check down here to Jones. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
3 quarters have come and gone. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
2nd and 7.
From the shotgun, a give to Jones. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. From the gun on 3rd down, Rodgers. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete.
That's a really nice job there by the coverage, understanding that they're in a high-stakes situation. If he doesn't make a play on that ball, there's an excellent chance it ends up either as a touchdown or as a nice gain downfield.
So that almost certainly the final piece to this puzzle, a 3-score lead. I don't think there's any coming back from there.
Well, you know, normally I'd get on you for giving up on the game right here, but I do think you're right in this case. This late in the game, 2 scores is tough enough. 3, I'm with you. That seems out of the question.
And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
The Packers on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. Here it's 3rd and 3.
Throwing is Rodgers.
He's going to launch this deep for Watson.
And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And that will force a turnover on downs. Up the middle, Jones. And able to use his stiff arm for a little bit of leverage before he's taken down. A pretty good gain.
57 yards rushing for him now in the ballgame. In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down.
Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
On 3rd down, here's Jones. Oh, a good move at the 5. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup. Rodgers throwing here. Caught on the right outside by Jones. Touchdown! Aaron Jones, his second touchdown of the night, as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Crosby with the extra point, and the lead is now 24. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line.
Well, probably not much that they can do at this point, CD. Down 3 scores late in the fourth quarter. This is going to be a little too much to overcome, you would think.
Yeah, they'll go down swinging, but in the end, I think we saw the writing on the wall a while back because one team was clearly better than the other in this one. And while it didn't quite reach blowout status, I think we knew who was going to win this one well before we got to this stage.
He's going to let it fly. He's got a man complete. Touchdown, Packers.
He's got them out to a 3-score lead here in the fourth quarter after that one, CD. And well, he looked right off the line like he knew that ball was coming his way, and he secured it for 6 points.
Yeah, and I think when you're leading by a healthy margin already, it actually loosens you up and allows you to take maybe a few more chances and definitely play with more confidence because he certainly saw something he could exploit in the defense. He made sure to let his quarterback know, just get it to me. And the rest was all up to him, and he delivered and made it a 3-score game.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. It's a squib kick fielded just inside the 20. Now a hit and a loose football. And the Packers pick it up. And it's a defensive return for a late touchdown. So they still need somewhat of a miracle here, but at least that gets them a little bit closer. Crosby connects on the extra point, and that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return.
This fielded right at the goal line. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. So it's all over. A Green Bay victory. And a little bit of a surprise they lose the turnover battle, but wind up winning the ballgame.
And this is very unusual because...
Come alive in the dark.